Hi, I've been catching up with some new releases, and I recently watched The Grey Man, the new release directed by the Russo brothers and released via Netflix as their biggest budgeted project to date. It's the story of a spy named Sierra 6, part of a secret program that's on the verge of being eliminated. When he discovers this, he goes on the run and is pursued by an independent contractor, someone who had flunked out of the CIA for being a sociopath, but gives them sufficient deniability to go about his evil ways and eliminate those who might pose a threat to the agency. Along the way, Sierra 6 is assisted by a female agent played by Ana de Armas, who seems to now be making a habit of playing second banana to international secret spies. Um, Reaction to this has generally been quite poor, and I'm with the consensus. I found it to be surprisingly boring. Um, for a $200 million 2 hour globe trotting international action adventure, it's surprisingly boring. The main character is played by Ryan Gosling, and he's an actor who, rather like Nicolas Cage, can sleepwalk through material like he's just turning up and punching a clock, or he can deliver absolutely magnetic performances. And there seems to be a very fine line between the two. You watch the performance in Drive, and it's this very small, contained, focused performance. You watch him here, and he looks bored. He looks like he's well aware of how dull and generic and rote and uninteresting this film is. Ana de Armas is desperately in need of a better agent. I'm very much looking forward to Blonde, her upcoming film, also for Netflix, an epic in which she portrays the life of Marilyn Monroe, a film that I'm very excited about. But she's just getting boring character after boring character, or not so much boring character, but sidelined. She was one of the best things about No Time to Die, a film that I generally loathed. Um, and she's one of the best things here. The most interesting performance in the movie is that of Chris Evans, who plays the villain, effectively, the sociopathic former spy who's charismatic, humorous, engaging. He's a great villain type, and Evans is giving it his all, but it's in service of a film that is just so uninteresting that it just feels like a waste of time. There's really not much that can be said about the movie. It just feels like it's cobbled together from all kinds of boring airport novels. I described this to a friend as the platonic ideal of a film you watch on a plane. It's something totally disposable that has the veneer of being popular entertainment, but is really just generic slop. It's really shocking that it's as bad as it is. It's not incompetent in any way. It's never outright bad. It's just the Russos have such a strong track record with their work for Marvel, and as do the writers, Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. I think I have their names the right way around. Um, who've written most of the Russos' previous films and The Life and Death of Peter Sellers, one of the best films of the 2000s. Um, but the, but it's just no one is trying. No one is making an effort other than a couple of the actors and the below the line people. As a result, it's a film that is not going to trouble my bottom five of the year because it's not outright bad, but it's so uninteresting and lazy and boring. There's really no reason for Netflix to throw away this kind of money. And given that they're now apparently embarking on a scheme of belt tightening, this is likely to be the only film on the scale of its type for quite a while. And when you see the reaction, I absolutely understand why.